Welcome, everybody. It's that time again. We're here for yet another fabulous Love and Hip Hop review. We have one of our regular panelists, Dream, here, and we also have a special guest today, Asia, who is definitely here to shake things up and give her opinion on some things. How y'all doing?
I'm doing good. How are y'all?
You
I'm
know,
good. I'm always good. Life's great
yeah.
over here.
Work kicked
Very
my ass
good.
today, but other than that, good. So y'all, in this episode, they were eating conch, and apparently it's an aphrodisiac. Have either one of you ever had it?
I have had it because I go to the Bahamas all the time because I'm that girl. But I'm allergic to it, which I didn't know. So
I've
Oh,
had it here.
Ever did.
Well, they have conch salad all the time, which I don't like, but I do like conch fritters because it's fried and it changes the texture up. But
That's what I
we'll
had.
but we'll get into that some more in a little bit. Let's go ahead and be right back.
So you know I got to lean in.
All right, so let's just get right on in. So the episode opens up with Bambi at her single release party, and the song is called "Do Right by Me." Now, y'all, the beat of the song was nice to me, and while her rapping skills to me leave much to be desired, the song is catchy. The crowd seems to be very receptive to her, and she's using this song to express her feelings as a creative outlet. And she says she's very happy to be back being creative and take advantage of the time she has to get back to herself. So, Dream, I will start with you. What did you think about Bambi and her element?
I felt like production don't like Bambi because I really don't understand why they included the audio to her performance. I could have done with the cute mute and just her moving around because what she gave wasn't it. You can tell that this was a filler episode based off of that scene alone.
Whew. Asia?
If she could do that, then I definitely got some skills. Like, let me drop some bars. Let me get into the studio.
Hmm.
That was to me. I've never had like a real opinion on Bambi up until I saw that performance. She's not it. She's not it.
You know,
Very
the
much,
only
yo, you might as well go home and we'll just send your luggage. Like that's what she gave.
I will say I'm glad she started rapping because when I heard the beat and it was kind of slow, I said, "Oh, is she about to sing?" So, but the only opinion I have of the song is, in the words of Sheree, when Andy asked Sheree how she felt about Kim's song, all I can say is, "I like the beat." you know,
I caught that.
that's all I can say. But more power to anyone chasing their dreams. And
No, 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 no. We're not encouraging that.
I tried to be
Not on
positive.
Love and Hip Hop. No. She has
That's
no
Oh
place
yeah,
here. She's not with Scrap no more. You're not even married to hip hop, my love. Gone.
my thing is. If you're saying he's not paying child support, whatever you spent on that should have went in your kid's mouth because it's not going to draw you a return. But
it's a step above Jessica White's though.
That's that to me, that don't even matter because what we saw was trash.
yeah.
Effing trash.
And with that, we'll move right along. So, so next we have Yandy, Mendices, Kurt, and Rashida on a double date. They went to a mountain getaway about an hour outside of Atlanta. They're having a nice, relaxing time, taking a hike, and then sit down to talk with some wine and fruit. The couples both say they needed this, that things have been hectic for them all. They have some talk about Rashida's birthday party, and Yandy asks who can and can't be invited, setting the stage for Rashida to say she can't have both Erica and Spice there, and she would much rather Spice be invited. Which then leads into them talking about the altercation between Spice and Erica. They talk about how offended they all feel regarding the monkey slur. Yandy is very shocked by it and says she is definitely going to address it with Erica to see what she has to say. Asia, what did you think about their reaction?
Makes sense. It makes sense. And I really like, I don't know if Kirk has said it yet, but he explained it like how he personally felt attacked by it, even though it wasn't said directly to him. Like when you're a darker complected person, you hear it more than anybody. And you know why you hear it more than anybody. And I really love the way Yandy, I think that was Yandy broke it down. Like, that's how, they justify enslaving us. So, girl, go to hell with all that.
Dream.
I agree. I feel like they're on the right side of history with their opinion on this. Yandy definitely did break it down. She was saying, that's what they used to, or that's one way that they try to dehumanize Black people and try to compare them to other things other than being a human. So I definitely agree with their reaction to it. And I also agree with Rasheeda saying that she don't want Erica there.
Yeah. I love that she drew a line in the sand as to who she would prefer, because obviously you're not gonna prefer the person who, whether it was by accident or intention, showed how they feel. And I do appreciate Yandy when she says she was gonna talk to Eric about it, but I'm also glad that she didn't give her the benefit of the doubt until she hears what she has to say. She just says, I need to hear. She's already holding her feet to the fire and holding her accountable, in this scene. Because as we see later on, certain people just can't believe it and don't want to condemn any comment until they know for sure if it was said or not. So
Yandy's skirt was cute in this scene.
Yeah, it was.
It was given Destiny's Child soldier.
So, yeah, and I would even went with Survivor too. But
was she hot or was Rasheeda cold? The outfits did not.
They did it poorly.
Well, maybe both things are true. Remember, Yandy's from New York, so she probably can take the cold a little more than Rasheeda. Maybe I'm a ride with that. Let's say that's the reason, because they was definitely dressed for different seasons. Because then Mendices had on a tracksuit, so was he cold too? So I don't know. And Kurt had a lot. Yeah. So anyway, next we go into this Erica Mena chick, and she's in DC, filming season 2 of Hush, which is on All Black Network.
All Monkey Network, according to her.
According to her. And so she's, she goes into talks with her male nanny about what transpired. She says she's been very quiet about it, but Spice has been talking about it every chance she gets. She does stand 10 toes down on Spice being wrong when mentioning her son. She's upset that Safari is causing the unnecessary drama because her and Spice had never had any issues. She knows that Safari is the one who fed the Spice the line about her son not liking her because it's what he throws in her face every time they argue. She does set the stage and says that she blacked out and acknowledges that she said things that are not okay and that she has to take accountability, but she does remember everything she said. She does not at any time mention referring to Spice as a monkey. She recalls everything else, but not that part. Dream, I'll start with you.
Did you see the way production panned at all of the crew members and everyone that was working on the scene, and they were all Black people? I just caught that. They had like a good 5-10 seconds at the beginning of her scene, and all of the people who worked on this, who worked behind the scenes, were Black. I thought that was like, interesting. But once again, Erica Mena telling half the story, trying to get people to be on her side instead of taking accountability for her actions. I thought it was kind of, I don't know if I'm being weird. I thought that was kind of weird. She had a male nanny, which, have you seen there's been a video like leaked lately of them two like making out and stuff. So I'm like, maybe it's not a nanny after all. But
making out? I sure thought he was, but
that's what I thought too. You ain't supposed to judge, but
well, I definitely can't, but
you're right. I'm not supposed to judge. As far as Erica, there was nothing that surprised me during the scene. She just told half the story to make herself seem right. And once again, she deflected and blamed Safari for everything. Safari's the blame of her actions. Safari's the blame of her calling Spice whatever she called her. But, Erica can't recall what she called her because she blacked out. In which I thought that was odd that she said that she blacked out and she regrets
what she said.
What happened there. Right. So how do you know what she said or what happened if you blacked out? Okay, Erica, the lies. Just own up to, she just needs to own up to it. I mean, we all know the truth either way.
Nah, she blacked out. She blacked out and said how she really feel about black people. Okay? I don't care about her kissing her nanny. I don't give a F about none of that. She wrong. She is trying to use that innocent doe-eyed. I don't know. You said it with your chest when you said Spice. Say it with your chest again with all these monkeys around. Say it again. Do it.
And you know, Asia and I said this earlier on today's Lunch and Lean. I was mentioning to Asia, you know, as we know by now, Erica has been fired from Love and Hip Hop. To me, the part that, you know, let's be very clear, both Asia and I stand firm on the fact that we're glad it aired because it exposed her, right? But what I don't like is that the network had this footage for months. They sat on it. I feel like, you know, and again, I don't mind them using her because trash anyways, but, you know, Love and Hip Hop has not been talked about this much in years. But if it was that offensive, like they could have still, you could tell they fired her only because of the outrage, public outrage, but they should have prefaced the scene as they come, you know, you're about to see some graphic things. Appropriate action has already been taken, but to the sake of transparency, we're still going to show it, you know? So it doesn't seem like they ever had any intention of firing her, only when they saw the public outrage to save face. So that's the only issue I have with it. If it was that offensive, it should have been dealt with and fired before it aired.
I have one thing to say about it. I think now that I think about it, do you remember when what was it, College Hill? They didn't show the Amber Rose and Jocelyn fight, and they got so much backlash for not showing it. So I think it's a possibility that they didn't know if they were going to show it or not. But it was going to be talked about for the next, 3 episodes. So I think they decided just to air it so everything else can make sense as of what's going on, why she's not there, why she's filming scenes by herself. The other thing is, it's a possibility because HR, they didn't make a statement about firing her yet, because it would have been like, why? What did she do? What is she fired for? We don't really know or understand. Like, nobody would quite understand what happened until after. I mean, those are all points, because now that I see that everybody, like multiple people are upset about this, 9 times out of 10, I do think that they were gonna take some type of action. They just didn't know exactly what action they were gonna take, because I highly doubt the cast want to film with her.
Exactly, but you know, I also pay attention to wording, and you notice how they said she's not going to be on next season. You know, so it's possible that the door is open for her to come back some other time. And I do get what you're saying. I see what you mean. I think maybe even at the end of those episode, after we saw what happened, they could have aired, you know, we don't do this, blah, blah, blah. The statement they released now, they could have had that on the screen at the end of the episode. Because you do bring up a valid point. They caught a lot of flack for not showing, for when BET didn't show the Amber and Jocelyn fight. A lot of flack was said for that, because, you know, all people argued about there for days was who won, you know, so.
Right, but I also definitely feel like they're gonna put Erica Mena back, or they're at least gonna give her an offer. Maybe it's in another city, because they said specifically Love and Hip Hop Atlanta. And when it comes to these public statements, I read them verbatim and I take them for exactly what they said. They didn't say the season after this. They didn't say New York. They didn't say Miami.
She's probably going to Miami where Safari's with Amara, and that's going to be
good. Go, but get out of our. Get
off that one.
Get off the Black City, please.
I don't watch Miami, so hey, you know.
Go on to Miami, so you can be with more of your people, and y'all can figure out if Monkey is offensive or not. Because in Atlanta, it is.
But you know, my thing is, I really would prefer not to be able to earn a check, period, and learn. But I guess she has, you know, she can use that child support to take care of her kids with that.
Yeah, paying child support, so we need 2 incomes. But go on somewhere else. Get out of our.
She can stick to the Tubi movies, but I don't want her to make money off of the Black platforms.
I agree. So next, we're at Rasheeda's birthday party, which is pajama themed. Okay. And, you know, we see Spice showing up in thing wearing pajamas and some hair rollers, which I thought was kind of cute. Like I thought that was really dope. And they have some playful banter, and Yandy tells Spice they need to talk so she can get the tea. But, you know, Spice says in her confession that she don't want to talk about it there, since they are there to celebrate Rasheeda. Chaotic walks in limping because he had some kind of surgery. He offers to show them where, and they all decline. He then offers to show them the video, and they still decline. That man is crazy. Sierra walks up, and she begins mentioning that her birthday was yesterday, and she starts pointing out the people that didn't tell her happy birthday. And when she gets to Spice, she puts emphasis that Spice didn't, tell her happy birthday. She said it more than once, and Spice says, "Well, girl, I never know your temperature." And they begin talking with Spice about Erica anyway. And Sierra says that Erica called her and she isn't taking sides because they both played a part. Sierra brings up Spice talking about the parenting, and Spice says that Spice, is adamant in making it clear that Erica was already angry with her before this meeting up due to Amara and Safari. And they enlighten Sierra and tell her that Erica called her a black monkey. Now, one thing I will say is that Sierra's shock seemed very sincere. She seemed like she was really shocked, and like you could tell she was kind of pissed, at hearing that. And Sierra, does tell Spice that she's really disappointed because Erica didn't tell her that part. And she says she's going to discuss it with her. Cardi then arrives, and in her confessional says she wants to mend her friendship with Spice, but if Spice doesn't want to, there's nothing she can do but respect that, and she's not going to keep, making an effort. Kurt then takes the mic and announces he's taking the whole crew to the Bahamas. Rasheeda is happy and grateful and mentions that she wants both Bambi and Scrap there, but wants them to know ahead of time so that they don't feel like they're being set up. So they call Bambi. And Kurt tells her that he's also inviting Scrap to the Bahamas and wants to give her a heads up. Bambi says she will not come with bad energy or drama towards Scrap, and then also asks if she can invite Jessica as well. Asia, I'll start with you.
Cute pajama party. Loved it. I'm gonna get straight to I gotta say this. Rasheeda is so pretty to me. She's just gorgeous to me. That's just a pretty one, really, really pretty.
I know you hadn't been here in the previous episodes, but one thing that we always say on here is that Rasheeda and Yandy are always looking so pretty, and they both really do give OG energy of the shows. Because like Yandy's OG on New York, Rasheeda's OG here, and they really exude that energy when on the show. So I'm sorry, I didn't cut you off, but be pretty. I thought it was.
They just Yandy too, but Rashad just like, oh, come on, face. So the party was so cute. I like that her and Kirk are getting along. I love Spice's curl like rollers.
Yeah.
That was so adorable. So I'm talking about the fashions at this point. Everybody came on point for pajama party. I had a pajama party before, and I'm so happy people follow suit. In terms of getting down to the nitty gritty, I like how Spice handled it when it was brought up with Sierra, and I do feel like Sierra was shocked. Like, she said, what? Like, I don't want to believe that. I don't think she's saying, I don't believe she said that. I think she's thinking like, I don't want to believe that, because what? She be around me all the time, and you could tell it's in Sierra's head. Like, she called you a monkey, she calling me a monkey. Mm-hmm. Like, that's what I'm getting. She said so still because her face pulled back. But I love Sia. She's cute. But
very beautiful.
I just think that it was shocking. She just displays it differently than most people.
Dream. Well, Dream, I got a question for you real quick. Because I know you like to look at, you're like our resident, you check the social medias of the people.
Oh yeah.
Being that Sierra and is not friends with Erica and Bam anymore, has Sierra made a comment yet? Any kind of reference to what Erica said on the show on her social media? Do you know?
No, but Sierra did make a video. Why do I know this? Sierra did make a video saying the reasoning why she stopped being friends with Erica. And the reason she stopped being friends with Erica is because supposedly the backlash that she received about Safari trying to mess with her, and supposedly Bambi and Erica Mena didn't like defend her and try to make her seem like she's not a HOE or whatever. I'm like, girl, what? You're gonna not be friends with her because of that?
Did she say that before that last episode aired, or she said it after?
Honestly, I don't remember. Wait.
I think this was a while ago. She said it a while ago because they hadn't been friends for a while. I think this was even before we got the news about Erica, Bam, and Zell getting in that fight. I think this was even before that she made this video, because they had been. Yeah, I think
I
that's.
feel like they were all instructed not to say anything about that comment in particular, because I cannot imagine.
Well, Erica must have been instructed, because she ain't saying nothing, not even trying.
Well, Spice did it real time.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's different than everybody else talking
Right.
about their feelings about it and stuff. Because I'm like, they all have real opinions.
Yeah.
On this
well,
episode.
They've been coming out lately with their real opinions. It's so sad. It's disgusting, actually.
Yeah.
Specifically,
Scrappy.
Scrappy.
Her.
Him and Bambi are clowns. Like, do we care about them too and what they actually say?
You know, for me, like in this, per usual, when mentioned that Scrap is going to be in the Bahamas, Bam acts like she's so above it. But whenever they're together, she's always doing something, hoping he'll talk to her to get a reaction out of him. But she always acts like she's above it to everybody else.
Clown.
And I'm sorry, Dream.
Clown behavior.
I'm sorry, Dream. I just hijacked your.
Oh no, you're fine. That was hilarious.
I feel away. Okay. When I guest star, I feel away. Okay.
Oh no, yes, girl. Go ahead, say what you need to say. But for me, I thought it was hilarious that they didn't know Sierra. It was Sierra's birthday. Spice may have knew, and Spice may have been shady by not telling her. But I did think that the other people that are part of the cast didn't know her birthday or didn't tell her happy birthday. I feel like Erica Mena once again probably told Sierra half the story to make it seem like, she's in the green, or she's in the good on the good side, and it was all Spice, and Spice is evil or whatever. But I feel like you could feel Spice's frustration when she was talking to Sierra. She was like hearing the bullshit that Erica fed her, and she's like, no girl, you weren't there. I'm gonna say this, I'm gonna get this off my chest, let me say this. I didn't like how everyone tried to shut Spice up from speaking her piece when she was the only one who was there out of the group that was sitting there in that moment. That was odd. But you could tell that Sierra was confused. I feel like she was more so confused, like, oh, what? She said that?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. I don't even feel like she was mad. I just feel like she was more so confused and shocked that Erica probably didn't mention that. But I don't feel like she was genuinely mad about the comment. That's just my opinion based on her reaction. Because she's, even after Spice said that, she was still trying to say, well, Spice, she adores you. Like, she talks so highly of you. Like, yeah. Spice will leave her that. Shut up. But
it takes some time for that to actually register what it, though. Like, it's when it's not, especially when it's not direct.
Spice's response to that too was, she can't adore me if I can't even have a conversation with her without her wishing death at me and throwing the table at me.
Right, but after Spice said the monkey after Spice told her about the monkey comment,
that's when she
kept going. And I'm like, this is the point where you shut up, because you weren't there and you're gonna keep talking about stuff that you don't even know the full story about, making yourself look foolish and what you did.
Do they? Because what I don't like is, and we see it again later on from Bam, is they have so much to say on the subject about what happened, but they always preface it with, yeah, I talked to her, but she didn't go into too much detail. Then why do you have so much opinion?
Because they're lying.
If she didn't go into so much detail, why do you have so much opinion? Just say, yeah, Erica told me everything but that part. That would be more believable, because you'd have more to say, But if they say that comes out like they got to really hold her accountable in the moment without talking to her, and you could tell they really don't want to do that. All they say is to say, I'm gonna talk to her and find out. Girl,
you right? Can say, I do believe that
Spice being a liar.
I do believe that Erica didn't tell them that, but I tell them that comment. However, I do believe that they've been talking to her like nonstop in their group message. So
I believe that is the only part that they. I believe that is the only part that they did not know, was that comment. I believe Erica even told him that Shekinah was mad because the food got thrown on the floor, and that's what she was really mad about. I believe they talked for hours, and Erica left that one specific part out. So, and again, Erica blacked out and don't remember what was said, but she filled in it. So, anyway, when the next thing we see them arriving to the Bahamas, and Carly says she's excited to be on a very relaxed vacation and hopes it stays that way. We then see Yandy, Mendices, Shekinah, and Chaotic arrive. And y'all, this was so cute to me when Chaotic had linked arms with Shekinah and kept calling her wife because she was so upset. Shekinah knew she liked it. Um, and then we then see Spice, Kurt, and Rasheeda at the house, and it's actually a really, really beautiful house. And then the scene pans back to Sierra, Bambi, and Carly and Amy in the car. And Bambi says she has to get used to being in the same space as a Scrap anyway, so she's going to do her best and hope that this weekend turns out well. And she knows it's going to be awkward, but does have hope that they can coexist. And then the others begin to arrive at the house and mention how beautiful the home is. Rasheeda is excited that it's everyone's first time there, but she did set hotel reservations down the street for everyone so that there's no drama. Shekinah, again, being messy, brings up the Erica situation and recounts to the rest how the whole situation even came about. And Spice was very adamant in making everyone know that Shekinah was just sitting there acting shocked instead of trying to do anything to diffuse the situation, since she's the one that called the meeting. And then we go back to the car ride again, and Sierra said that Spice told her she has to draw a line since Erica used a racial slur. And Amy jumped in and said, yeah, I need to know more about that because I heard about it. And Bambi says that Erica was emotional when she talked to her about it, but that they didn't go into detail about it, and hopes that she didn't say that. So again, that statement right there is a contradiction to me. Sierra and Bambi don't want to believe it, but are definitely going to talk to her about it. And the rest of the group says they're not okay with that because in saying it to Spice, she said it about them too. So Dream, I will start with you on this scene.
The energy that Amy had, yeah, I heard about that. Like, I just don't understand where Sierra and Bambi upset me this entire episode. Let me just get that out, like, right now. They're irritating. They're not believable. I can't believe their lies. But, I did think that it was cute. Shekinah did try to de-escalate the situation, but her voice is so small compared to Erica and Spice. She is small compared to Erica and Spice. I do feel like in that moment she was like, hey, wait, but they're grown women who are going to do whatever they want to do anyways. I don't even remember what happened in the scene. The little car ride was cute. I wish that we got more from Carly Red, honestly, because I feel like Carly Red probably would have gave some energy that I needed rather than Sierra and Bambi.
Are you reading my mind? Because you know what I said was I was paying attention to what wasn't said versus what was said, and that's Carly, as a very light-skinned black woman, had nothing to say, no opinion on a dark-skinned black woman being called a monkey. That was very telling to me.
I wonder who told Amy as well. Because Amy said she heard about it, but
probably Spice
or Shekinah or something.
Oh yeah, Shekinah be talking.
Shekinah probably sent in the group chat and kicked Erica out, started a whole new one without Erica. Asia, what do you think about this scene?
No real thoughts. Like, it was giving filler.
It definitely was.
Bambi, I just, after hearing her rap, like I don't take her.
That was a line for you.
We all know how I feel about lame music, like lame artists. Drew.
That's what got Contessa kicked off of Married to Medicine. Scott.
Like, I don't like the dough bird, like dough brain, dough bird. Oh, I don't know. Even if she didn't tell you that part, you keep hearing that part. And you need to, I don't even say like hold your friends accountable. I don't care about you holding your friend accountable. That's, to me, I don't do that. You either gonna, but you're gonna draw this line. You're gonna either be okay with black people being called monkeys by somebody who's not black, or you not. And the moment they do it to you, or somebody does anything to you that's racist, nobody's going to care about you. So that I still think Sierra is having more conversation, but Bambi is like, I don't care if she said it or not.
That's basically what it's given. And I'm not going to go too much into the next scene other than they ate conch and Sierra pretended to eat it. The only thing I really want to highlight about the next scene was that, Sierra and Bambi, again, emphasized that they need to address it with Erica, and that if she did, in fact, use the term monkey, Bambi says they really need to teach her about how damaging that is to say, and that nothing is supposed to be able to bring that type of response out of you. And neither of them want to believe that Erica said it. And to me, I don't think it's their job to teach Erica anything about what that word means, because Erica knows. I said it before many times. Erica's parents are from Puerto Rico and Dominican Republic, and the older generation that's dying out now in those countries that she knows what it means. They use that term monkey in Spanish to talk about Black people a lot. So she knows the power that word has. So they don't need to teach her anything. She knows. She knows exactly what that word means. So.
Right.
I was talking to my old coworker, and I was telling her why I left our company. And I was like, because such and such was being a racist and such was being racist. And I don't sit back and tolerate it. And she was like, well, yeah, he said that because he's Mexican, he can't be racist to Black people. That doesn't even make sense. I was like, girl, stop playing in my face. Everybody has to stop. Everybody has to stop playing. You're being racist. The only people who can't be racist are Black people, I feel like, because we ain't got no power.
You can be prejudiced, but not
Right.
racist.
Yeah.
There's a difference.
But I was just saying, like, that to me is 100% a cop out, because you know what you're doing, and then you're gonna sit back and act like you don't know what you're doing. You 100% know this is how you feel about Black people. It's discriminatory and it's disrespectful, especially for everything that we went through and how we even got here to this country. Calm down.
And then the fact that you have a daughter that's half Black, like,
because what if somebody call your daughter a monkey? How you gonna act like one, Erica?
yeah, because you're not. If somebody called her daughter that in front of her, she definitely would be offended, and I think that's the part that is not clicking.
And then
I
who
feel like
was
Erica
actually throwing stuff around? You was throwing tables. Who really
I
acting
feel
like
Bambi and Sierra need to let go of the fact that Erica's their friend and equate it to a non-Black person calling a Black person monkey. Regardless if they said it to you or not, you need to distance yourself from that person. Period. That's
Bambi's
my
not
personal
smart.
opinion.
It's
It doesn't
why-
matter if they never said it to you. It doesn't matter if she's in your face saying, you're my best friend, I love you. That does not matter. You heard, or well, you didn't hear, but you know that this girl said this to this person. This is how she views the whole. Just wait for Mad Day for you.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you know, this is why in situations like this, I really don't like the term used person of color. Because of situations like this. I don't like it because people think that term gives them a pass.
I don't use that term. I don't. That term don't even make sense. Them words don't go together.
So,
what are you? What box do you check? Because you don't check person of color on no dang on application.
And I can guarantee you, Erica says that white.
Exactly. If you get pulled over by the police officer, it's either white or Black. She's gonna be white.
Yep.
And well, she ain't gonna be monkey.
So we're now at the final scene, which is the first dinner party that they have, and they all begin to arrive, and they all look pretty good. You know, Amy's looking at Chaotic and calls him Fred. I don't know if that's his real name because I laughed. And you know, Chaotic says, you know, yeah, I'm with Erica, but that's in America. What happens in the Bahamas stays in the Bahamas. Amy is asking her confessional by her producer, does Chaotic have a chance? And she says, he has been friend zoned and nothing will happen. So, you know, various people begin to arrive, and Bambi arrives strolling in her red. Everybody says she did great. I disagree. And then Rennie Rucci arrives and greets everyone. And, you know, says that she ain't here for no drama with Amy. She just wants to have a good time. She needs this. RASHEEDA and Kurt then arrive and greet everybody and tell them to go get their plates. And, you know, Spice begins talking to Rennie. And, you know, they start talking about music. And Rennie says she needs to clear her headspace and all this other stuff. And Spice tells her, we'll talk. And she kind of said, no, she needs some anger management. And Spice says, no, she needs healing, which I liked when Spice said that.
I love that she said
I thought that was like really powerful. And then here goes Yandy as the OG producing, you know, asked Bambi if she spoke to Erica. Bambi says she has, but not in deep detail. And Yandy says she's curious to know what Erica said to her. And Bam reiterates that they didn't have a deep, you know, detailed conversation. Bam acknowledges that Sierra told her what was said, and Spice rolls her eyes and asks, "You didn't speak to your bestie?" Um, and Bam replies that she did, but not about that. Sierra co-signs and tells Erica that they didn't tell her about that, but that, they both were in the wrong. And Spice asks why they're being so fake, and Bam gets turned up instantly and says, "Who are you talking to?" It escalates some, they both stand up. Spice says she's talking to Sierra, not Bam, which, Spice, you was talking to her. Let's be clear. You said, who are y'all talking? Why are y'all being so fake? So you was talking to her too, so you just own that. And Sierra says they're all going back and forth over what Safari started, and she again says that what Erica did was wrong, but so was Spice. They continue to go back and forth some more, and Bam says, let's go talk. And Spice gets up and says, "Yeah, let's go talk." And as they're getting closer to each other, it looks like it's going to escalate deeper, but the episode ends there. Dream?
Spice said, "You want to talk to me now? You want to talk to me?" Spice is hilarious to me. I'm Yandy this entire episode. As soon as I sat down and I seen some of Erica's friends, I'd have been like, "So what happened with Erica? What y'all talk about? What's going on?" Someone needs to be asking these questions, and clearly Yandy is the only. Yandy isn't even the closest one to them, and it's crazy that she's the one who's actually trying to get down to the bottom of it. But Bambi was stuttering the entire time she was giving the explanation of if she spoke to Erica or not, and that's how you could tell that she was lying. And Spice called her out on her BS, and she didn't like that. I disagree with you, Danny. I do believe that Spice, when she said y'all, she meant Bambi and Sierra, but I feel like she was talking to Sierra, like, "Girl, why y'all being so fake?" Instead of like,
I get that, but if you say y'all, I know you including me, so I would have reacted the same as Bam.
"Oh, I'm like, Spice, I'm not talking to you. I'm talking to her." But so she had to check her for that moment, and you could tell that Bam, even Sierra was like, "Stop, she's talking to me." Stop. She tried to like stop her. I'm like, that's interesting that she tried to. Sierra knows. I feel like Sierra understands that Erica Mena is in the wrong and that they have no room to be getting upset with Spice about anything pertaining to that situation. I don't know why Bambi's trying to cover up for Erica Mena, making it seem like she hasn't spoken to her. But she could have literally said, like you said earlier, Danny, "I spoke to her. She told me about y'all's argument, y'all's fight, but she didn't tell me about that specific part." Like, and then say her piece afterwards, whether it's wrong or whatever the case may be. But Bambi is scary to me. She's all talk. And Sierra agreed because she calmed her down. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah, Asia?
Bambi been a clown since she thought she won a prize getting scrapped. So, start there. I think Spice looks beautiful. I love the way Spice looks because she just owns her look.
This is the Spice show this season, by the way. It's the Spice show. They might as well call it Love and Hip Hop Spice.
Yeah. Mine as well. To be honest, we saw the exchange go back and forth. I don't care if she was talking to Bam or not. Bam, who are you talking to? No, talk about what I'm talking about. This whole who are you talking to? And now you're trying to really have some type of beef with me. Girl, cut it, because you know exactly what you're trying to do. Deflect from
having an answer.
With a racist. That's it. You friends with somebody who think you a monkey. That's it. And you're done for it. That I don't see nothing past that. And Bam, just admit, to be honest, you chose to be friends with Erica and Sierra because all y'all single and really ain't got nothing going on in the love department. So y'all miserable together. That's what it is. But you really gonna sit here and be miserable with somebody who don't even like you for real? And if you wasn't going through this, y'all really probably wouldn't even be that cool. It's crazy to me. I think Bam just don't make good decisions at all, because even if you're trying to sit here and say Spice is wrong for bringing up whatchamacallit's kid, then Bam, you wrong for putting all that stuff out about Scrap.
Erica Dixon. Yeah.
Don't sit here and be above it because you're not married to this person. Girl, get out of here. Y'all always bring up people's parenting. So yeah, it's mean and it's off limits, but you act like she like called the boy. So she didn't talk about this young man. She said something about Erica's parenting, and we know it. So don't try to sit here and turn it around, or you don't know, or you got to get all the facts. Girl, stop playing in our face. Her trying to get booked, it just made her, to me, it made her look dumb. It
Lame.
like, yeah, just why are you trying to argue with Spice? No, you're going to lose no matter what. You're going to lose in this argument. So you might as well just tell the truth and just say, I want to be friends with somebody who thinks I'm a monkey because we're both single and miserable.
You know, and again, I just have to call out the hypocrisy and double standards, like you just mentioned. Bam brought up Erica Dixon's mothering in a nasty way. Erica Mena talked about Scrap's parenting before, but it was okay when she did that. But the line is drawn. You can't do to her what she does to other people.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, for a lot of people defending Erica, saying, "Oh, well, you know, you shouldn't bring up nobody's parenting or their kids." They never had that energy for Erica and Bam when they did it, but they have it towards Spice now. And you know, they don't have it for the two lighter complected women, but they have that energy for Spice. So that's
And
you gotta call a spade a spade. At the end of the day, Spice not light enough to be talking about people the way she's talking about them.
And they don't like her confidence.
No, but Spice is just gorgeous to me.
Beautiful,
just swag. She's swaggy. Like
it's like I said before, and I know you were in the comments. Even when I think Spice's outfit is not cute, she makes it cute with her confidence and the way she carries it. Like she makes you buy it. I feel like she could wear a paper towel and sell it.
Yeah, that's
Spice definitely has a presence upon her. However, did you catch Sierra even after Bambi and Spice got into it? Stand up and say, the person we really need to be mad at is Safari.
Taken away from the person we needed mad at who said the monkey comment.
Yeah. Safari was not there. Safari did not say anything about monkey this, monkey that, or make no damn noises. Like, quit. How are we deflecting so much? And that's why I'm like, Sierra wants to be Bambi's friend because she keeps making Sierra wants to be Erica Mena's friend because she keeps making excuses for her.
Yep.
You're gonna stand there and say the real person that we really need to be mad at is Safari because he started all of this. So Erica Mena once again
Sierra gave me producing.
Erica Mena once again gets off scotch-free. She doesn't have to account for her actions.
Thank God she didn't get off scotch-free. If the friends won't hold her accountable, the network did.
So far, let's see.
And I do love that from the people that have been talked to about it. I do love that everybody else, of course, except Sierra and Bam, have drawn the line and has said it's unacceptable. You know, if it's true, it's unacceptable. You know, I like that they have made that very clear. They're not waiting. Even Yandy, who said I need to talk to her, still said that shit ain't cool. You know, she made it very clear. She, of course, you know, I feel like Yandy want to talk to her to rip her a new one. That's just me. But
yeah,
I hope that happens. So, but you know, sorry that this, y'all. So we're done for the night. I know that this one seemed a little shorter, but you know, it was a filler episode, and every scene pretty much talked about the Erica and Spice situation. Obviously, how much more new thought can we have about it? You know, we could talk about it for hours because it makes us angry, but we really don't have anything. You know, no new commentary, so we don't want to keep boring the viewers with this. You know, we'll see where it plays out. You know, the next couple of weeks. But yes, Dream Asia, I thank you so much for being here. Asia, we hope to have you again. You know, you're always welcome. We love your point of view.
Episodes, guys.
You join us again for the reunion too when they have it. That'll be because
you know. So
do you think she's gonna be there?
Maybe via satellite.
I feel like I have to be careful with commenting on this show in particular because I will
go off.
Like I will lose it. And you know how if something makes you, I will black out. But I'm gonna know what I'm saying.
And you're gonna remember. And you're not gonna be sorry.
When I black out, I don't know I be cussing, but I know what I'm saying.
Yes, and the boss has already warned us about our cussing.
I don't hear the curse words, but I definitely be known. I clearly get my point across that I do not like you or what you said. So I might. It just depends on how everything goes. Like I can't get too riled up. I am a dark-skinned woman, and I can't do that. I can't do the monkey thing from no Latino, Puerto Rican, Dominican, whatever she is. I can't.
I mean,
It
honestly,
strikes a different nerve, right?
yeah, and honestly, even if another Black person had said it, I would still have some type of issue with it because of what it still perpetuates. So
I know we're going short, but I literally cut off a whole friend group for a dark-skinned person making a dark-skinned joke about me. And I remember in that moment, I said, it's just on site. Let's go meet right now. So I know that no matter who says it, it's offensive and it's something that y'all just gotta. It's not cute,
Right?
It's not cute because
I just hope
I'm gonna throw a car.
I just hope at the reunion they have someone that's qualified to have this conversation. I really would hope for Iyanla to be the host, but because everybody doesn't have the range to have this type of conversation. Even if they just brought in somebody special just to cover that segment, they really need to be careful on how they handle that because
it's gonna be a mess. I can already predict it. Like
I don't want it to be John Shelley.
I might have to just be in the comments.
I don't want it to be Tamar.
To piggyback off of something Asia said, like whenever we talked about this topic specifically, like man, I can't believe that. I'm happy they aired it, but since they've aired it, like, and I watched the scenes, I watched the comments, my heart, it just it goes because I'm like, I live in a city, and I think I shared this in the last episode.
You did last week. Yeah.
I live in San Antonio, Texas. This is a Latino city. Huh?
I was just there last week.
Oh, where are you? Yeah, I live here, and it's like there are a lot of Latinos here who think it's okay to say the N-word, and I be looking. Every time I hear it, I'm like, "What did you just say?" No, we're not doing that. And then go the other way as far as like don't connect. I've never had friends that say that, but like whenever I'm on social media, and since live in San Antonio, you know how you have people like in your area, whatever, saying whatever. And it just disgusts me because here it's very common for Latinos to feel comfortable enough to say certain words. But the thing is that really gets me is that a lot of Black people here don't say nothing about it. And it gets me like being a Sierra and being a Bambi, pretty much. So if I just said like Sierra and Bambi pissed me off this whole episode, this is like how it is here. Not saying all Black people, of course, who live here. Of course, some people say stuff, but I've been around a lot of Black people who condone that type of behavior. So seeing it on TV, it strikes a different nerve because I'm like, it's one thing if people are doing it and like they're not getting this type of promotion or getting paid to do this type of behavior, but to see it on TV and for her to literally be on a Black platform with I just it got me. It gets me every time. And since that episode, it's like Erica Mena. There's nothing she can say. There's nothing like she can do. Don't get me wrong. Like she's gonna live her life. I'm sure she's gonna have like a lot of more TV shows and movies and stuff. She's gonna be okay because she's gonna be.
We live in a society that don't. Yeah,
she doesn't deserve to be on this specific platform or platforms that are predominantly Black people, Black owned, Black started. Mm-hmm.
She needs to stop making her money off of our monkey backs.
And that's just that. So with that being said, we are going to lean out. Hope to see you next time. Be sure to like and subscribe so you can always catch the latest updates. And we will see you next week.
Good night.
Bye.